Have you ever just stared at a blank page, completely overwhelmed? The real challenge isn't just about finding the right words. It's about finding the courage to just start the journey and actually see it through to the end. Today, we're going to dig into that exact challenge using a really powerful metaphor for the screenwriting process. This image, man, it just says it all, doesn't it? The quote here translates to something like, writing a scenario is like crossing a vast swamp of immeasurable depth. This isn't just a walk in the park. No way. This is the writer's journey. And yeah, it's a trek through a swamp. The person who inspired this piece puts it so perfectly. They said that even after 15 years of screenwriting, just the memory of it is still dizzying. It's a journey that's basically defined by this constant, low-level fear, that feeling that you're trying to navigate something huge and completely unknown. In this slide, yeah, it just nails that feeling. This isn't some sprint across solid ground. It's more like a slow, careful wade through some really murky water. Every single word feels like a step into the unknown, and with each one, you can't shake that feeling that you're just about to sink. So what's the real monster lurking in this swamp? Well, it's not some creature hiding in the water. Nope. The monster is the one inside our own heads. That constant, nagging inner voice of self-doubt that questions every single move we make. And it all starts with the basics, right? The fundamentals. You're trying to describe a scene, set the stage, and that voice just pops up. Is this description even right? Is it clear? Is it compelling? The doubt starts bubbling up right away. And then the doubt starts to attack the very heart of your story. Is this character believable? Is their dialogue authentic? Does it sound real? And it's not just one question at a time. It's like bam, 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 a total assault on your confidence. All of this internal chatter creates this very real, absolutely paralyzing terror. It's the fear that your next step, the very next word you write, is going to be the one that's just wrong. The one that makes the whole thing collapse and pulls you under for good. Okay, so this fear, it's a real project killer, isn't it? It's draining. It can stop you dead in your tracks. So when you're faced with this seemingly impossible swamp of self-doubt, what are you supposed to do? How do you possibly move forward when every step feels so dangerous? So you're paralyzed. You're stuck in the mud. What's the key to getting out? Well, the answer? It's deceptively simple, but man, is it powerful. That's it. That is the secret. The only way to conquer the fear of the swamp is to prove to yourself that you can actually cross it. The only way out is through. You don't overcome the fear and then start walking. You walk in order to overcome the fear. Look, the goal here isn't a perfect, flawless journey across the swamp without getting a little muddy. That's impossible. The goal is just to finish, because it's in the act of falling, writing a really bad scene and then having to go back and fix it, that you learn you can survive the swamp. And the reward for making it to the other side, it isn't some shiny trophy. It's something way more valuable. It's first-hand knowledge. You now understand what that fear feels like, and more importantly, you have the lived experience of surviving it. But crossing the swamp once, that's just the start. Our source materials suggest that real, deep-down self-trust, that's built over time. We're talking about a decade of finishing project after project. That's how long it can take to truly internalize the lesson and master the anxiety. So here's how that resilience gets built. It's kind of a four-step process. First, you just keep crossing that swamp, again and again and again. Through that repetition, you start to learn to accept the anxiety. You realize it's just part of the deal. That acceptance builds real self-trust. And finally, all that trust builds up into actual power, the strength to face that fear the next time it shows. And this whole swamp metaphor is amazing for screenwriting, obviously. But really, it applies to so much more. It's for any huge, daunting creative project, any ambitious goal that feels completely overwhelming at the start. So I'm going to leave you with this question. What is your swamp? Is it a novel you want to write? A business you want to start? A piece of music? Maybe it's just a difficult conversation you've been putting off. I want you to identify it. See it for what it is. Okay, so let's look at this image one last time. It's the same swamp, but it should feel different now. It's not just a place of fear anymore. It's a journey waiting to be taken, a challenge that has a powerful reward on the other side. Now it's your turn to take the first step.